The Kansas City Chiefs and Las Vegas Raiders have a history of competitive matchups, and their Black Friday clash in Week 13 followed the trend. In a nail-biting contest, the Raiders pushed the Chiefs to the brink, but were undone by a late turnover on their final drive, allowing Kansas City to secure a hard-fought 19-17 victory. One lingering issue for the Chiefs this season has been the left tackle position. Rookie Kingsley Suamataia struggled early in the year and was benched, but his replacement Wanye Morris has also faced challenges. Morris's performance has declined, possibly due to a nagging bone bruise, and Suamataia failed to impress when called upon as a backup. This inconsistency prompted Kansas City to sign veteran DJ Humphries, whose debut as the presumed starter feels increasingly urgent. Morris's struggles were on full display Friday, including 2 costly false start penalties and missed blocks that disrupted key plays. His difficulties culminated in being replaced mid-game by left guard Joe Thuney. Whether due to injury or poor technique, Morris's play continues to hinder the offense. Head coach Andy Reid has yet to confirm when Humphries will join the active roster, but the timeline for his debut is becoming a pivotal storyline. Injuries have plagued the Kansas City Chiefs throughout the season, with several key players sidelined or playing through pain. Defensive end Charles Omenihu and running back Isaiah Pacheco both returned in Week 13 and made notable contributions. Pacheco delivered the Chiefs' longest run of the season by a running back, a 34-yard burst into the red zone, marking the team's first 20-plus yard rush from a halfback this year. On defense, Omenihu's limited snaps included key pressures, providing a boost to a unit that benefited from increased flexibility, including Chris Jones' 2 sacks while playing on the edge. Despite the welcome returns, Kansas City's defense displayed inconsistencies against the Raiders. Following Week 12's win against the Panthers, questions arose about the unit's decline, specifically after cornerback Jalen Watson's injury. In Week 13, poor tackling and lapses in coverage continued to plague the defense, as key players like Tamari Connor, Trent McDuffie, and Justin Reed allowed big plays. Yet, the defense stepped up when it mattered most, forcing punts, a missed field goal, and a turnover on Las Vegas's final 3 drives. While the overall performance left much to be desired, the clutch moments preserved the win. Ultimately, the Chiefs' victory highlighted both their resilience and their ongoing struggles. With crucial games ahead, their ability to address these issues will shape the remainder of their season. Chiefs wide receiver Hollywood Brown is expected to return to action before the playoffs. This will be a huge boost for this offense, especially if they figure out their left tackle situation. According to Ian Rappaport, there's optimism that Brown will be cleared to play following shoulder surgery by Week 16 or 17. The Chiefs signed Brown in March with the hope he would emerge as their number 1 receiver, but a preseason shoulder injury sidelined him for the entire regular season so far. If fully healthy and integrated into the offense, Brown could provide Kansas City with a significant boost heading into the postseason. Having already clinched a playoff spot, the Chiefs are in no rush to push Brown or any injured player back onto the field prematurely. Their focus is on ensuring the team is as healthy as possible for their playoff run. Brown's return would be especially timely given the injuries to the Chiefs' receiving core. Rashee Rice, who was also expected to play a major role, won't return until next season. Adding Brown to a group that includes DeAndre Hopkins, Xavier Worthy, and Juju Smith-Schuster would give quarterback Patrick Mahomes a formidable array of weapons for the postseason. The Kansas City Chiefs edged out another nail-biter. The game was sealed when the Chiefs recovered a botched snap, with the Raiders threatening at Kansas City's 32-yard line in the final seconds. With the win, the 11-1 Chiefs clinched a playoff berth and remain on track to pursue the NFL's first ever Super Bowl three-peat. However, quarterback Patrick Mahomes acknowledged post-game that the team isn't playing its best football right now. Kansas City's recent performances have relied on a mix of resilience and luck. The Chiefs are an impressive 9-0 in one-score games this season, but their slim margins of victory reveal underlying concerns. Over their last 4 wins, their point differential at the end of regulation is just +7. Despite their 11-1 record, they rank 11th in the NFL in overall point differential and are only 3rd in the AFC West in that category. Historically, the 2024 Chiefs are an outlier among teams with an 11-1 record. With a +54 point differential, they rank as the worst 11-1 team in modern NFL history, Since 2000, 23 teams have reached 11 wins by week 13, and the average point differential amongst these teams is plus 139. The Chiefs' differential is a staggering 34 points worse than any other team in that sample. Despite these statistical anomalies, Kansas City's roster boasts the talent to dominate games. Mahomes, while having a down year by his lofty standards, remains a 2-time MVP and 3-time Super Bowl MVP capable of rising to the occasion. He has a strong supporting cast, including all-pro tight end Travis Kelce, star receiver DeAndre Hopkins, and running back Isaiah Pacheco, who just returned from a 9-game absence due to a broken fibula. Defensively, the Chiefs are anchored by Chris Jones, although their pass rush has underwhelmed this season with just 24 sacks in 12 games. However, their linebackers have been exceptional, with Nick Bolton signing as a standout contributor with 58 solo tackles. Led by 3-time Super Bowl winning head coach Andy Reid, the Chiefs have the leadership and experience to navigate tough situations, but their remaining schedule possesses significant challenges. With 4 of their final 5 games against teams currently in the AFC playoff picture, the other game is against the Cleveland Browns, who have been dangerous under quarterback Jameis Winston, securing upset wins over the Ravens and Steelers. The Chiefs have proven they can win close games, but they'll need to elevate their play to maintain their championship aspirations against stiff competition down the stretch. It wasn't until the 4th quarter of a tense matchup against the Raiders where Andy Reid made a bold adjustment to the offensive line. The Chiefs began the season with rookie Kingsley Summatiah at left tackle, but after he consistently gave up pressures and sacks, they turned to second-year pro Wanya Morris. Unfortunately, Morris didn't fare much better in protecting Patrick Mahomes. Late in Friday's victory, secured only after a Raiders fumble with 15 seconds left, the Chiefs shifted all-pro left guard Joe Thuney to left tackle. Although the newly assembled line didn't have much time to gel, the move highlighted a persistent issue for Kansas City. What comes next? The Chiefs recently signed former Pro Bowl left tackle DJ Humphries, but he's still on the sideline of the team and recovering from an ACL tear that kept him sidelined throughout the offseason. Ideally, Humphries could step into the lineup for next week's game against the Chargers, but realistically, he may need more time before contributing. In the meantime, the Chiefs will likely have to either reinstate Morris at left tackle or keep Thuney protecting Mahomes' blind side. Mahomes, who had gone 113 consecutive starts without being sacked 5 or more times in a game, has faced that fate in back-to-back weeks against Carolina and Las Vegas. Adding to the challenges are penalties on Morris and right tackle Jawan Taylor, which have hampered the Chiefs' injury-plagued offense and disrupted their ability to sustain drives. Despite these struggles, the Chiefs continue to find ways to win. They've now set an NFL record with 14 consecutive one-possession victories, including 5 decided on the final play. Their resilience has propelled them to an 11-1 record and secured a postseason bye. When Mahomes does get adequate protection, the passing game has shown signs of improvement. DeAndre Hopkins is becoming more integrated into the offense, tallying 4 catches for 90 yards against the Raiders. His presence has created opportunities for others, including Travis Kelce, who recorded 7 catches for 68 yards. What still needs work, however, is the running game. Against Las Vegas, the Chiefs essentially abandoned the ground attack. Isaiah Pacheco, in his return from an ankle injury, managed 44 yards on 7 carries, though 34 of those came on a single run. Kareem Hunt added just 15 yards on 7 attempts. Let me know down below what you think of this Chiefs game and the Chiefs season so far. And if you made it this far and you haven't already, make sure you go down below and you subscribe and you turn the notification bell on so you never miss a Chiefs video or any video at all. Leave a like as well. I greatly do appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next one.